the easiest way to create awesome communication application which can do one-to-one video calling, group calling, one-to-one voice calling, and group voice calling, live streaming, and many things more. But how? Then here comes the all-in-one SDK provided by Zegocloud, which can be used and we can easily achieve all these amazing communication capabilities in our application. So without wasting any more time, let's see how to do it. To get started, we just need a basic Flutter project. So let's create the Flutter project quickly. So I'm going to create a new folder here, and within this folder I'm going to create the Flutter project by opening the terminal in that folder. If you're using Windows machine, you can open your command prompt in any particular folder where you want to create this project. To create the project, just type the command flutter create, and I'm going to give a name like Zegocloud. Cloud. So you can give any name you want. So this is just to demonstrate how all these features are going to work in our Flutter application. Okay, now our Zegocloud project is ready, and let's close this terminal, and we will be using Visual Studio Code for this Flutter project. So here is our project folder. Let's drag this one into our Visual Studio. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so now our project is in our VS Code. So let's close this, and yeah, we are here. To demonstrate how easily we can achieve the result, let's create a basic user interface. So I'm going to quickly create a basic user interface with multiple buttons where we can choose different features like one-to-one video calling, group calling, voice calling, and even live streams as well. So let's get started with our UI design. Now here is the basic code. So here's the my app. Here is our main method. We are calling the run app and passing our my app stateless widget, and we are wrapping our home screen with a material app. And here is the home screen where there is just a scaffold. So we are planning to create few buttons over here which gives us the access to various features provided by Zegocloud. Let's start by creating the basic user interface. So let's create the home screen UI. So now in our user interface we have all the features. We have all our 5 features here. So one is a one-to-one video calling, group video calling, one-to-one voice calling, group voice calling, and live stream. Once you have the basic UI setup, then it's time to head towards the Zegocloud console. The link is given in the description below. You can go through this website to understand more about Zegocloud. And if you are very new to Zegocloud, then create a new account. It is very easy and a quick step to create a Zegocloud account. Let's give our first name here and the second name, then our country, and I'm going to choose India, and then give an email ID. Then get a verification code to this email, so click on get code. So now check your email and you'll receive a 6-digit code, verification code, so just enter there. Then let's give a password for our Zegocloud account. Then you have to check this box, and if you want to receive further updates from Zegocloud, then just make sure you have also checked this one. You create a new account, you will be taken to the free trial section and you will be rewarded with 10,000 free minutes. So all that details are given in this left side, like quick integration, free credits, start now to get 10,000 free minutes. Okay, and this is compatible with Apple, Android, Web, Flutter, React, and Windows, and many more as well. Okay, so let's grab our free trial opportunity, so by clicking on this start your free trial button. Okay, once you reach in your Zegocloud console, they will probably ask you to give some additional informations like your company name, job title, and industry, and your phone number to verify your account. So let's give a company name here. If you have a business brand, something else, so just give that name over here. And then in the job title you can select whoever you are, and I'm just selecting engineer. And in the industry, I'm going to select IT technology and services. And in the mobile number, select India. Okay, and give your mobile number over here. Then just click on go to dashboard. Here we are in our Zegocloud dashboard and we are in our trail account. It is going to expire in September 16th. Okay, so we have 1 month to just play with this Zegocloud and we can explore everything in this one. Okay, so to get started, let's create a new Zegocloud project. So we are going to create let's create a new project here by clicking on new project. Then we have to select what kind of application we are going to create. Are we going to create a voice and video calling application, or video conferencing, or live streaming, or live audio room, in-app chat, customized app, telehealth, or one-to-one tutorial like Zoom and all, live shopping application, game streaming, watch together like Netflix and all, online karaoke, many more. Okay, right now we are going to select voice and video call, and let's click on next. So this will take us to our step number 2, where we just need to give a project name. So I'm going to give Sego Cloud tutorial over here, and we cannot put any space in between. Let's scroll to the bottom, and we can use their SDK in two ways, in a high level and in a low level method. So if you are using the UI kit, then it will become very easy to integrate all these features. And if you need a complete control or a lot of customization, then you can choose the second option, which is the SDKs, where we can get the lower level SDK controls. So right now in this video we will be using UI so that we can implement these things very faster. To get started, let's click on start with UI kits. Our Zegocloud is creating our project, and this is going to take just a few seconds. After creating the project, we need to select our framework. So in our case, we are going to choose Flutter, where we can create web, iOS and Android applications. So let's choose Flutter here. And after that, here is our UI kit. So this is how our application is going to look like, and this is basically the UI kit that we are getting from the Zegocloud. And this is for one-on-one call. We can choose group call to see how the group call will be looking. And so let it be one-on-one now, and let's scroll down and click on save and start to integrate. This is going to take us to our dashboard, where we can find our this project's app ID and app sign. This is very secret. You have to keep this one in secret, and this is going to be used to identify your application uniquely with your Zegocloud platform. Okay, so once you have your app ID and app sign, then what we just need to do is just click on this quick start button and make sure you can open this one in a new tab. Okay, and so let's go. And if you want to understand it betterly, you can watch this video tutorial provided by Zegocloud as well, but later. To get started with the integration process, we have our Zegocloud's package, Flutter package. So we can copy this command to install our Zegocloud's package inside our Flutter application. So we have copied this one, and before that I'm going to maximize this screen. Okay, and let's open a terminal here. Okay, and let's paste that comment. This will add this package in our pubspec.yaml file. If we go in the dependency section, so yeah, here you can see the Sego UI kit pre-built call. Okay, this is the package that we need for now. Go back to our documentation. To use our Zegocloud, you have to import the package in the file where we are going to use this package. Okay, so it is very that simple that it provides a widget like Sego UI kit pre-built call. This is a widget. We can just use this widget to show up the video or audio calling user interface. Okay, it is that much easy. If you are planning to build for Android, then you have to choose this Android option, and you have to configure your project according to these instructions. So let's open the first one here, and they are asking us to add this dependency in our build.gradle file under this app folder. Okay, so to do it, we can copy this dependency from here, this full block from here, and in our project, let's open Android folder, open app, then go to build.gradle, then just scroll down all the way to the bottom and just paste it over here. So this will add this dependency in our project. So let's save this file. And the next requirement is the minimum SDK version. They are asking like we have to put this one as 21. Minimum SDK should be 21. So let's change our minimum SDK. So here is our minimum SDK. Let us remove this one and hard code it as 21 and save it. Okay, so the next configuration is the compile SDK version. So they are saying we need the compile SDK version of 33, but actually they give a warning if we are using 33. So the best option is that you can use 34. Okay, so here's the compile SDK. So I'm removing this one and giving 34. Okay, then save this one. Once you configure the build.gradle, then the next option to edit the Android level or the project level build.gradle. Okay, you have to add this build script block in this file build.gradle under Android folder. Okay, so let's copy this block and come to our project and close our app folder, and under the Android folder we have the build.gradle. Open it and just paste it somewhere over here. Okay, and let's come back to the documentation. The next thing is we need to modify our Gradle wrapper.properties file. So what we need to modify is the distribution URL. Okay, so let's copy this distribution URL and let's come back to our project, our Android folder, in our Gradle folder under the wrapper. So we have our Gradle wrapper.properties file over here. So from here we have our distribution URL over. So make sure you have copied the distribution URL from the documentation and just replace this one, this distribution URL. Okay, and yeah, and just save the file. So the next step is to modify our permissions in our manifest file. So we need to add all these permissions in our manifest to use Zegocloud, like the internet access, Wi-Fi access, Bluetooth, record, voice recording, camera, wake lock, vibrations, and notifications and all. So let's copy these all permissions from here and let's open up our Android app, src, then main, then our Android manifest.xml file, and from here under the manifest element we just need to paste our all permissions over here. So it is over here, here, and let me just align it properly. Yeah, so just save our Android manifest file. So in the next step we just need to create a file like the pro guard rule.pro. So let's copy this file name from here and we have to create this file under the Android app folder. So let's come to this app folder, right click and create a new file. Just give the name, then save it. Okay, so make sure you have this file under your app folder. And the next thing is copy this code from here, this one, and what you need to do is just paste this one inside that file. Okay, and in the next step inside our build.gradle under the app level, just we need to paste this single line of code. So where we need to paste this one, this is actually need to be pasted inside over here, inside the build type release. Okay, build type release. So let's go to the build.gradle and here is the build type, here is the release, and let's paste it over here. So it's done. So we have successfully configured our application for Android, and if you are also planning to configure this for iOS, just select the iOS option from here. Just we need to update the pod file and the info.plist file as given in this configuration document. Once you have configured your application, then it is time to test our app. Okay, so to test our application, let us close all the connection. Let's stop this and let us restart the app. Before that, let me close all the open tabs and close Android, then open up the main.app. Then let's run the app again. And one more thing, if you face any errors about the log files, then you can enter this following command in the terminal to get rid of that error. Now here our application is launched after our configurations. Okay, so now it is ready for the further implementations. Okay, first of all we are going to implement the one-to-one video calling application. Okay, so for creating that feature, let me create a new folder for one-to-one video calling. Okay, and inside this one I'm going to create a new file. So inside this folder I'm going to create two files, actually one file for selecting the call or into which call we want to join. Okay, so for that one I'm going to create the welcome screen or something like that, welcome dot, and one more thing which is going to be our calling screen. Okay, which is our call screen, call underscore screen dot. Yeah, so in the welcome screen I'm going to create a stateless widget here, and I'm going to name it as welcomes. And inside this welcome, I'm going to create a scaffold, and inside the body, let me create a column widget, and let us pass a text so that we can ask the user to enter the ID of the call or something like that. So I'm going to give enter the ID of the call. Okay, so basically what it actually means is every call is different. All right, in this application there is going to be multiple calls going on at the same time, right, by different users and different people. So and every call is uniquely identified by an ID. Okay, right, we have to specify the ID of the call, which one we need to join, so that we can join that particular call. So we have given our title, and we just need a text field to receive the ID from the user. Okay, so here is the text field, and let me save this one. When I click on this first button, I need to navigate to this welcome screen, right? Inside the home screen, which is this one, on this button, so that button is over here. This is a one-to-one video call, and on pressed, okay, we are going to navigate our application using our navigator here, and dot push. So here I'm going to pass the material page root, and in the builder function let us return our second screen, which is our welcome screen. Okay, welcome screen. Okay, yeah, when we click on this button, now we should be moving towards our welcome screen, right? Yeah, over here we have our title and a text field to enter the call ID. And so let's go back to our welcome screen. So here is a spelling mistake, I missed the E over here, but please ignore that one. Okay, here is the field for entering the ID, and I'm going to change its main axis alignment to the sender position to get the axis, or to get the view in the center. And also I'm going to add a small padding over here, 20 something. I'm just going to add a hint text, like inside our input decoration. I'm going to pass a hint text, which is going to be a string, ID. We can enter our ID over here. Yeah, and after entering the ID, under the text field, I'm going to add a sized box, and with a height of 15. And after that, just adding an elevator button, and on press, let's add an event. Then as a child, I'm going to pass the text and join. Okay, so here is the join button as well. Let me add the const keyword variable. Okay, so now our welcome screen is almost ready, and I think I can add an app bar over here, so that I'm going to copy the app bar from the home screen. Okay, and over here, and under the scaffold, let me add the app bar, and instead of Zegocloud SDK, I'm going to give welcome. Okay, after we give our ID of the call and click on this join button, we need to go to our call screen, right, which is our this screen where we are yet to be created. So let's create a screen which is of course a stateless widget for now. Here I'm going to give the name is call screen, and here comes the best part of this tutorial, which is the widget provided by the Zegocloud, which is of course the UI kit. So let's give that Sego a UI kit, I think something like pre-built call. Yeah, this one. So here is our widget. What we need to do is just we need to pass all these values for these keys, and we need to add one more key here, which is our app sign. Okay, which is not there by default. We are going to attach the app sign as well. Okay, the app ID is an integer, and the app sign is a string. Call ID can be a string, user ID can be a string, username of course string. Then configuration, which is of the type Sego UI kit pre-built call config. So let's set up the configuration for Sego UI kit pre-built config. Okay, then dot, we have four options here, which is for group video call, group voice call, one-to-one video call, and one-to-one voice call. Of course, we are going to select one-on-one video call for this feature. Okay, and under the app ID, we have our app ID and app sign from our Zegocloud's console. Okay, right over here, over this one. So we have our app ID here. Let's copy this app ID and paste that over here as it is, as an integer, and let's copy this app sign from here, then paste it, but make sure this is wrapped inside the double quotes as it is a string. Okay, then we have our call ID. Okay, call ID is the ID which is going to be uniquely identifying the particular call that we are going to make. Okay, actually this call ID is what the user is going to enter over here. Okay, we need the call ID from the welcome screen. Okay, to access the value from this text field, we need to create, of course, as we know, as a Flutter developer, we need the text editing controller, right? So let's create a text editing controller, and let's create controller equals text editing controller. Yeah, and let's assign this controller to our text field as a controller. Then let me remove this constant. Let's pass the controller. Okay, once we press this elevator button, which is this one, the join button, we need to navigate to the call screen by passing the call ID. Okay, so let's use our navigator. Okay, navigator dot push, then let's pass the material page root, and here let's return call screen. Okay, call screen, and inside this call screen we need to pass the call ID. So let's pass call ID, and which is going to be taken from this text field. Okay, so that can be accessed using the controller dot text dot trim. So we are going to access this text field and fetch the text and just trim the white spaces. Okay, put a semicolon, and let's add this key as a parameter in the call screen. Yeah, and let's go to the call screen, and let us receive that call ID over here, which is going to be a final, which it's of course can be a string, right? So let's pass this as a string. It's going to be our call ID. Okay, right, and instead of receiving like this, let me receive this, record this dot call ID. So the call ID will be directly assigned to this global variable. So now we are going to pass this same call ID over here, this call ID. Yeah, this is matching. Yeah, and here comes the user ID. If you have a user authentication system integrated, then you can pass that user's ID over here and the user's name over here. For now, in this case, as we do not have a user authentication implemented, I'm going to generate a random user ID by using the random class. Here we go, we are going to create a user ID. So the current user ID is going to be taken from random dot next int, and it can range from 0 to 999. Then let's convert this one into string. Okay, and here goes the user ID over here, and the username is going to be here, it is going to be user underscore user ID. So I'm going to pass the user ID over here. We have configured our one-to-one video calling feature here. So let us reload, and let's close this one, clear that. Let's try by entering something like 1. Okay, let 1 be the call ID. Okay, let's click on the join button. So and let's see what's going to happen here. Here we go, and it is asking us for the camera permission for recording the video, for video calling, and for recording audio. So here we go, guys. In this video calling, just I am there, so I can join from another device or from another same app by entering this same call ID in that welcome screen. If I press the join button, you can both join in this same call. To demonstrate that one, I'm going to install the same application in my real device as well. I will share the screen of my real device as well. For now, I'm just going to end this call from here, and let me install this one in my real device. I have the same application installed in my real device, so in the both of these devices we have installed the app. So let me select the one-to-one video call on both the device. Let me enter the call ID as 5 in the emulator and in my real device as well. Okay, and let me click on this join button in both the device. Okay, so I have clicked on my emulator and let me click on my real device as well. So I need to give the permissions. So here we are in the one-to-one video calling session. We are in one-to-one video calling session and we can see the control buttons are given below. We can switch, we can turn off the camera, we can switch the camera, we can mute, we can adjust our volume, and all these things are coming with the Zegocloud's the basic UI kit. Okay, so let's just close this one and try the group video calling. Okay, so for the group video calling, it is very easy, and let me show you how we can do that one. Okay, and this one, and from here as well. Now let's go back, create the group video call option. Okay, so here is one-to-one. So what I'm actually going to do is just going to duplicate this folder of one-to-one. Okay, like copying this one and pasting it again. Okay, and just going to rename this folder as group video. Okay, so basically there is no much difference in this one. Only one thing is the location. Okay, here is one-to-one and we have to switch this to group video. So in the call screen, what we need to change is the configuration. So here we have the one-on-one, so we need to change this one to group video call. Okay, so see how easy that is. Okay, or we need to navigate this one to the welcome screen of the group call. Okay, so let's go to the home screen file over here and let us find the group video call. Yeah, and I'm going to use this same navigation code. Okay, I'm going to paste it inside the group video call. We are actually heading towards the one-to-one, but we need to head towards the group video welcome screen, right? So I'm going to change this class name to welcome group. Okay, so we can uniquely identify it, and in the home screen I'm going to call welcome group. Okay, yeah, so this will take us to the welcome group screen, and let us click on this group video call. Let us cross check it. And so when we click on this group video call, we will be navigated to the welcome group screen over here, and we need to enter the call ID. We will be navigated to the call screen. So this is the call screen, and this call screen will be this group. Okay, group video call. Yeah, group video call, and let us click on this button and test the group video call. Right now actually I do not have any devices more than two to test the group video call. I will be demonstrating with only two devices, but you can use multiple devices to join this call. Okay, I'm going to enter one here, and in the real device also I'm going to enter one and clicking on join. So here also I'm going to click on join. So yeah, so now you can see how the group video calling is going to work. So right now we have two users here, user 63 and user 91, and it can be if someone else join, it will be created as a separate grid, and they can also participate in this group video calling section. Okay, so let us end this call from here. I'm back. Go back. Okay, so right now we have integrated a one-to-one video call and group video call. See how easy it is to integrate. And the next thing is one-to-one voice call. Okay, so for integrating voice call, I'm going to copy this group video call folder and just paste it as a copy, and going to rename it as a one-to-one voice call. So in this voice call, edit this welcome class name to welcome, and let me copy this one and paste it. So we have a unique welcome screen for voice calling. So we have our call screen, Actually we need to navigate to the this call screen. Okay, so right now we are navigating to the group video call screen, but we need to navigate to one-to-one voice call screen. So let's change this one to one-to-one voice. Yeah, so right now we will be navigating to this call screen, and here what we need to change is the configuration only, so which is one-on-one voice call. Okay, so it is done. See how easy it is. Then right now let us try clicking on this one-to-one voice call option. So we actually forgot to navigate to the welcome screen from the home screen. Let us copy this navigation. Okay, and inside this one-to-one voice call button, let's paste this code, and we will be navigating to welcome call screen, one-to-one voice call in my real device. Okay, let's give a call ID 11. Okay, in my device also 11. Okay, so let's click on the join button. So it should be open up a voice calling setup. Okay, click on join. Let me join from here as well. Yeah, here we can see that there is no video enabled. This is just a voice calling setup. See, we can mute our mic from here, we can mute our speakers. This is what one-to-one voice calling looks like in this Zegocloud. Okay, if you are using a lower level SDK of Zegocloud, we can customize everything. Okay, basically everything. Let's see how the group voice calling looks like. Okay, so let me end this call from here. Let us copy this one and paste it. Okay, rename the folder to group voice. Okay, in this group voice what we need to change is in the welcome screen this class name to, yeah, welcome call group. Yeah, I'm going to make it like that. Yeah, welcome call group. Change the constructor as well. Okay, next thing we need to do is this address of this import. Rename this one as the folder name of this, which is group voice. Yeah, group voice. The we need to navigate to that welcome screen on the button click. Okay, so which is going to be group voice call, which is our here group voice call. And let us copy the navigation code from here and paste this one inside the group voice call button. We will be navigating to welcome call group. Okay, we will be navigating to welcome call group, and after that we will be navigating to the call screen, which is this one. Okay, and in here or here we will be using group voice call. Let's try the group voice call. Let me click on the group voice call, and in my real device also let us give an ID of 1 in both the device. Let's join the call. You can see here this is divided as a grid. So this is how a group voice call looks like when someone else joins. This will be divided into 3 cells grid, and if there is 4 members there will be 4 cell grid. Okay, so this is how group voice calling work. You can see how easy it is to integrate all these features like video calling, voice calling, group calling, all these features, how easy it is by using the Zegocloud's SDK. The next thing that we are going to do is the live streaming. So we need to go back to our Zegocloud dashboard, select the project again. We can find the features that we have already implemented in our application, which is the voice and video call. Click on config my app. Right now here we can see the use cases for our application, which is just the voice and video call. We can add another functionality, which is of course the video conferencing, live stream, live audio rooms. For live streaming, let us select this live stream option here. Once you have the live stream here, then go back to your documentation page, switch to live stream kit. Okay, so we was in the call kit, we need to switch to live streaming kit. Select the type of Flutter. Once we have selected both these select boxes, we have the documentation here. For doing the live streaming, we need to add another package, which is this one. So let's copy this command from here and add it inside our project through the terminal. So here we go. Then let's go back, scroll down. We just need another widget which is of a Sego UI kit pre-built live stream widget. Okay, let us create another folder for live streaming. Okay, so I'm going to copy this group video from here and paste it as a duplicate. Now I'm going to rename this one as a live stream. Okay, there's a spelling mistake, just ignore it. Let us change this welcome screen, change the class name to welcome live, and I'm going to change the constructor as well. Okay, going to change the folder name to live stream. Yeah, when we are in the live stream and when we click on the join button, we will be taken to the call screen. So this call screen is in the live stream. Okay, so we cannot use this widget anymore. For live streaming we have another widget, so let us remove this widget from here. So up to over here, yeah, live streaming, yeah. Okay, so we have these configurations. Let's add a semicolon. So we need to pass the app id. So app id, we have this one. Let me pass that app id over here, and we have the username. The username is user underscore user id. User id, yeah. This will be the live id. Okay, so I'm going to rename this variable to live id. So this will be live id, and this one also will be live id. Yeah, and there's a configuration here, and we need to pass the streaming configuration. So for that we can use Sego streaming configuration dot, we have audience and host. If you are going to be the host, then you can choose this host option, and if you want to join us, say audience, so you can choose the audience. So this is going to be the host. Okay, and in the welcome screen, let us change this call id to live id. Yeah, we need to navigate from the home screen, where here is the live streaming. Let us copy the navigation, okay, and paste it in live stream button. Change this one to welcome live. Okay, now let us click on this live stream button, and let's give a live id. Let it be 5. Click on join. So what this is going to set up is, this is going to be hosting. Where is it? Yeah, over here. This is the host. For the host we have some beautification things, equipments like skin tone changing, blusher, smoothing, sharpening, etc. We can start the streaming by pressing this button. We can switch the camera by pressing this button. Just try to start this. Here we go. We have the chat option here, which is very cool. Okay, we have the beautification. Right now there is only one person joined in this live stream, and here we can see the timing. So it is how long the live stream is started. I'm going to join this live stream from my real device as an audience. To join as an audience, I'm going to change this configuration to audience. Okay, right now I'm going to choose the live stream in my real device and enter the live id, which is 5, and I'm going to press the join button. So right now I have joined from my device. I'm going to reduce volume. So here you can see one user is joined. Let me send a message from my real device like hi. Okay, and it should be available. Yeah, here you can see user 531 has sent hi, and we can of course give the reply from here like hello. So this is how live streaming work with Zegocloud SDK in Flutter. I'm pretty sure that you find this one as very easy to use SDK, and there's a huge customization options for this Zegocloud SDK. We can customize everything in this user interface as you want. If you have a Figma design or something, we can customize this UI as you want. So we have seen how we can integrate the one-to-one video calling, group video calling, one-to-one voice calling, group voice calling, and even live stream as well very quickly. I hope you love this video and you learned the easiest way to integrate all these awesome communication capabilities inside your Flutter application. You can integrate these features within minutes. All the navigation links are given in the description below. You can check more about Zegocloud by visiting their website as well. There are many more features coming from Zegocloud in the future. Stay tuned with Zegocloud and try integrating this all and experience how easy it is to integrate. So let's see in the next video. Till then, goodbye.